Hello, welcome to the new Flechs Chaos Campaign Force Manager. So this is going to be a little overview. Let's start with a new force. We'll make this a random company, give it a name. And make some edits down here. So we started off with 12 mechs and 12 pilots, but maybe we want to add one more and put myself in. Yeah, sure, why not? And normally everyone comes in as a 3-4, but let's say I'm not as good. I can edit that there and hit OK. Now at any point we can come back to the edit screen to remove mechs or remove pilots, like so. But normally in our roster we can't get rid of people just offhandedly. We'll do that later. One thing that we can do on the roster is give mechs nicknames. So maybe I have 2 trebuchets and I want to label one number 2. I can do that. And if I point at it, it tells me what it is. Or maybe, let's see here, just call this my ride. And then I can reassign pilots over here. So let's say this Kyoto, Sarah's without a mech. Let's put her in here. So, voila. Or maybe we'll put her in this Annihilator. And then maybe I have a custom mech, totally unique. And let's say it's a 20-tonner, sure. Just hanging around. All right. So here's our roster. One thing that we can do with this that I think is kind of handy is we can come up with different deployment groups. So normally in the Chaos campaign, missions have like a cap on the size of force you deploy. So 33% or 75% or 60%. And you can do what you want, but it has to kind of hit that threshold. And generally you want to get as close as you can without going over. And going over a lot. Sure, yeah, it's close to 33%. So once we have these selected, we kind of know, what our force is, but we can also open up these sheets over in Sheets. And there we go. Now 3 of these guys have automations. Unfortunately, this industrial mech does not. And if we look at the icons over here, the little gear means Flechs can automate it, or Flex Sheets can automate it, and then no gear means it's just manual marking only, which is fine if you're just printing these or what have you. But then all your guys are over here, and their names are in there with skills, all that jazz. And if we need to add someone, we can just click on one of these buttons. So we wanted to bring Charles along for some reason. GM says it's fine, so there he is, like so. And there we have it. Now, we can open Sheets from here, but information from Sheets is not going to go back into the campaign manager right now. Sorry. Generally, though, it's when we go to repairs, we don't really need to worry about like someone's shoulder crit or like 5 points of damage on the left arm. It's pretty coarse, and so it shouldn't be too big a deal. But once we maybe have a fight, we can go over here to the repair, replace, and salvage button to do some refit and what have you. And then the deployed mechs are kind of auto-expanded. We can work on other things that didn't come along, like this lumberjack, maybe, or Meredith, maybe. We want to train her gunnery. We also want to train Sydney's gunnery, but she was on the last mission, so it's cheaper per the rules. Of course, we can. Oh, actually, Meredith did come along, so toggle that. Prices change as it should. And then maybe this trebuchet that got destroyed. Conrad, sorry, he bit it. Headshot. So we can kind of mark which units are gone or which pilots are gone. And then we can also do, repairs, or maybe we want to just, this lumberjack, we're done with him, sell stuff. Now, one of the other really, I think is a nice thing about this, is it is going to do the conversion from war points to support points for you. So normally you have this war points value that represents cash or resources or favors, things like that. We can change that whenever we want, what have you. But when we do refits and repairs or purchases, so let's say we want, I don't know, an assassin. Yeah, we want an assassin, maybe a new pilot. All of this is done in support points. And so there's a conversion that needs to happen from war points to support points based on the fieldable size of your force, I guess. So right now the base force size multiplier is 3, and so that means for every 1 warp point we get 3 support points. And so over here, all this math is done in support points, but the final tally is in warp points, so we don't have to convert it and go back and all that jazz. It does it for us. Let's salvage something. Archer, that's great. Old Archer. So when we're done, we hit submit. Actually, let's train Sydney up. And when I train a pilot, it's going to like highlight these gunnery pilot skills. And so let's submit this. Tells me the full cost. Hit OK. And then there's Sydney. She's trained up. There's my new Archer. Let's go ahead and put Sydney in the Archer now that she's dispossessed. Voila. And we'll put Meredith in this Wolverine. Like so. And there you have it. Now, right now, there's a lot of autocomplete for these units. Though the library is a little limited to old tech. I don't think that's an old tech unit, but maybe it's a little strange. So right now it's a little bit limited to old tech because technically things after 3050 or clan tech has different like conversion cost for support and all that, which I don't have in there right now. But if you're playing Chaos Campaign, you're probably playing. Hopefully, you're a new player. Not hopefully, but you're probably a new player. Probably playing older stuff or old tech stuff. So hopefully that's all right. Let's see. If you do run into something like, maybe this unit shouldn't be there, feel free to send me a message via the old feedback page, like so. And let's see what else. Lastly, you can export these files like so. So if you're handling, if you're the accountant for the group and you want to manage all that business and just pass the file around and let people take a look or what have you, you got a file you can pass around. And then, of course, you can load that back in if you need. So, and I think that's about it. Go ahead and give it a poke. Let me know if you see anything wrong. I hope this is useful. If not, feel free to comment too. All right. Thanks for watching.